I'm going to talk about this hack that I just did. I was working on this for the past 2 days and on the flight to this conference. And so I have a story about how this started. So I did this recent project where I wanted to analyze place names of Kerala. So a place name will have a cultural reason, a geographical reason why a place name is the way it is. That's a human evolution thing. So I wanted to do an analysis on the place names of Kerala. So I did this in a hackathon where I collected data from OpenStreetMap, and I used to populate data with an SQLite DB, and I did this on WASM. So this is a web page, and I can type in a name, let's say an SQL query. What are all the places which ends with the suffix of Mughal? And when I execute it, I can get the data points here, which has that specific place name. So I can modify this SQL query as I want, and I can directly get the output here. And this is being used by SQLite and WASM. Now, I want to make it more fancy because the Ruby ActiveRecord is pretty good in handling database objects, and then you can do manipulations on top of that. So I wanted to do a bit more advanced, make it more flexible, and I wanted to do it with ActiveRecord and the Ruby juiciness of doing things. Now, my idea was to have maybe ActiveRecord. The SQLite works on the browser, so I wanted to see whether ActiveRecord will also work on the browser. Now, because I have a full-time job, I don't much get time to do all those silly, hacky things. So I now do this thing called CDD, conference-driven development, where I will pick a conference, I will try to have this particular talk or something, and this idea, and I will work during the conference while the talks are happening, switching between listening to the talk and doing the thing, and I want to do this. So I want to do this idea on top of. So I tweeted about this. Oh, I can't get my Firefox. Oh, better. Okay, thank goodness. So I tweeted this out that I'm doing this ActiveRecord thing, and the person who works on Rails and SQLite, told me that, so this tweet was there, if I got this working, I will do a lightning talk. That was my goal actually. So as I was doing this idea, I wanted to be the first person to get ActiveRecord working on the browser. That's what my ideal goal was. And then Stephen tells me that this is already being done by Vladimir. Vladimir works at Evil Martians, and he is already working on this thing called Rails on WASM. So basically, you can run a Rails application entirely on the browser itself, and this is very amazing, I would say, what's being happening here. So I looked into the source code, and again, I can already see that ActiveRecord is already being used with SQLite on the browser. Now, I just wanted that part, so I extracted that part out, and now this thing actually works. So on top of hacks, I made this. So my concept of doing, or idea of doing this was to, SQLite already had a WASM plugin, or already had a WASM thing. So what if we go, an ActiveRecord uses SQLite extension to call SQLite query, directly execute the query. What if we go to the source code and basically change the call from SQLite to the WASM calls? So that's what I wanted to do, and thanks to, there were like 2 meta-programming related queries in this conference itself. So that is the beauty of Ruby. I can override the function require and the gem itself. So when Rails or the ActiveRecord tries to load the gem, I will override it. Don't load SQLite. I will actually make a custom SQLite WASM adapter. And that way is also being extracted from Rails source code. I modified that to get the JavaScript call here. So you can see the JavaScript call is being done here. And this is superbly hacky, very terrible code, but this thing works. And this will call the SQLite query from JavaScript, it will get the results, and ActiveRecord can do it. And yes, what else? Yeah, and that's the thing, with great power comes great responsibility, and this, since Ruby allows you to do all kind of these hacky things, this actually works. Now I can show a demo here, 5124, what? 5174, okay. 49 seconds. So this is how the demo looks like at the moment. I can load a DB, cats, and you can see, okay, I should browse the console. Yeah, so cats.db is here. I can click on run, and you can see you can directly get Ruby errors on browser console now. Pretty great, right? And
30 seconds.
Now, okay, now I can. I'm going to change the table to cats and get
seconds.
a count. Run. There we go. 2 rows in the item, and I can also get place.all.plug. My typing skills. Name. There you go. Run, and I can get the 2 items in the record. So that's the demo. Thank you.